Ethan, thanks for visiting today. It gets really lonely sometimes when you're in bed alone at a hospital.
Since you've broken your leg in the accident, you haven't been allowed to leave your bed, right? Bet you love it when people come to visit.
Yeah, absolutely. The only time I can have fun in the hospital is when you guys visit me. I really miss home.
When I asked you if we could live with my parents after Dad fell ill, I was so thankful that you happily accepted it, and you've been taking great care of Dad. You've been really busy looking after Dad and completing housework at the same time, so you really deserve a break, Nina. Get some good rest.
Thanks, Ethan. But it just doesn't feel right to stay in bed all the time doing nothing. And it certainly wasn't the best time for me to get injured. I bet I've caused trouble for your family.
Come on, Nina, what's there to worry about?
Don't you remember what we decided about your mother's birthday present?
Are you talking about the birthday trip?
Yeah, the trip you were planning to go on with your mother.
With Dad ill, we might have to plan it out again. Mom was really excited about it, so I thought it was the best present I could give her. But there's a lot of things to worry about right now, so we can't just go on a trip with so many things happening at once.
I was supposed to take care of your father while you and your mother were away on a trip. If only I didn't get injured like this. It's my fault, Ethan. I'm so sorry.
We both understand your situation, Nina. Don't worry too much about it. We're family. We support each other during our hardships.
But still...
Nina, there's no need to feel responsible about it. We're not going to blame you or anything. If you just keep bringing this up, we'll all end up feeling uncomfortable. Just be your positive self, all right? You're being too negative right now.
Okay. I'll try not to worry too much about it.
You shouldn't be feeling sorry about anything, Nina. We all hope for your fast recovery. It doesn't feel right when you're not at home.
Thanks, Ethan. Oh, by the way, how's everything going? Any problems in the house? Has Ava been going to school as usual?
Yep, as usual. Mom and I are taking care of Dad for the time being. There's nothing to worry about.
That's nice to hear. I knew I could depend on you and your mother with the housework and taking care of your father. But I was worried about Ava. She tends to overwork herself. Can you make sure she takes a break once in a while?
I think she's capable of looking after herself. She turned 15 last month, Nina. She's not a child anymore. Ava can take care of herself just fine.
Isn't she such a responsible girl? She's willing to help us with housework and takes care of her grandfather when we're busy. Without me at home, I thought she might push herself to do everything around the house.
I think you're also forgetting that my mother and I are also there to help her. Nina, you can depend on us. We're trying our best, you know?
I know you're trying your best. You've been filling my spot perfectly at home with your mother.
Just believe in us, Nina. Don't worry too much about it. Take a good rest so that you can heal quickly and come back home nice and strong.
Okay, Ethan. Sorry. I'm a worrier. It's nice to hear that everything's fine in the house. I'm depending on you.
There's nothing to worry about. Just leave it to us.
The next day. Ethan, are you home from work? I wanted to ask you something about Ava. Do you have time right now?
Yep, I'm already home. What about Ava? Is something wrong?
It's nothing alarming or anything, but when she came to visit me at the hospital today, she looked tired and pale. Is she feeling sick?
I haven't heard anything from her about being sick. I don't think she looked sick when I met her today. Guess you're overreacting.
Huh? Ethan, are you serious? She clearly looked sick. She was so pale, I thought she might faint. She wasn't her usual energetic self.
Really? I never realized she was sick. Hey, if you're so worried about her, how about you ask her directly? You should ask her, not me.
I know I should ask her directly, and I did. But she only replies by saying that she's okay, so I was hoping you might know about Ava's health.
She hasn't told me anything either. She acts normal when she's at home, so I don't think she's sick.
Oh, okay, if you say so. Am I worrying too much again?
I think so. Being away from her is making you more sensitive, I guess. She's been helping us with the housework and takes care of her grandfather as usual. She also hasn't been skipping school. She's her usual self at home, so I think there's nothing wrong with her house.
Maybe that's why.
What do you mean?
I think we might be depending too much on her with everything. She's still a middle school student. She also has schoolwork to do and other things to worry about. Bet she's overwhelmed with all the things she's expected to do.
It's not like we're forcing her to do things around the house. She has always been willing to help with housework and take care of her grandfather. If she wants to do it, why should we stop her?
That's true, but what if she gets overwhelmed with her responsibilities and gets sick?
I told you she wasn't sick. I know you're worried about her because you're away from the house, but you're worrying too much. Ava is perfectly fine, and she knows to take a break when she's tired. She'll let us know if she's overwhelmed with her responsibilities.
Are you sure?
Yep. I've been checking on her at home, so don't worry. Her father, Nina. I'm worried about her as much as you are.
Yeah, I should trust you more.
Do you remember what I told you yesterday? Stop worrying too much about us and take a good rest, all right? You're in the hospital, Nina. You're the sickest one in our family. Stop worrying about others.
That's true. Okay, I'm gonna stop worrying now. But be sure to check on Ava once in a while. She's not good at expressing her own feelings.
I'll make sure to check on Ava, so don't worry. I'm gonna go take a bath now. It's getting late. I completely forgot I had to leave early tomorrow for work. Don't stay up late worrying about us, Nina.
Good night then, Ethan. Ava? I just received a call from your teacher about you skipping school. He told me that you haven't even contacted the school about your absence. So what's wrong? Are you feeling sick? Sorry, Mom. Dad told me to take care of Grandpa while he was away. So I've been skipping school. I thought Dad called the school about me being absent. Huh? What do you mean, Ava? Where's Dad? I haven't been able to contact Dad or Grandma. Is there something wrong? I don't know why they're not replying to your calls and texts, but I think they're busy having fun. Dad and Grandma are on a trip right now. Huh? A trip? Just the two of them? Yeah. Huh? Why? Do you remember Grandma's birthday trip? The trip Dad planned as Grandma's birthday present. They went on the planned birthday trip. Does that mean Dad and Grandma are not at home now? Are you alone with Grandpa, Ava? Really? Yes. They said they can't leave Grandpa alone at home, so they left me as his caregiver. I've been alone with Grandpa at home since yesterday morning. Since yesterday morning? Have you been taking care of him alone? How dare they leave you at home alone? You're still a young girl. Ava, I'm so sorry. I bet it's hard to take care of Grandpa alone. Mom, don't worry. I'm okay. Grandpa's been really nice to me. I never felt uncomfortable taking care of him. I also got used to it. Taking care of Grandpa became my job while you were at the hospital. Wait a minute. What do you mean that it's your job? Have you been taking care of Grandpa alone? I thought Dad and Grandma were in charge of taking care of him. No, they told me to do both the housework and caregiving. Since when? Have you been forced to do everything since I got into the accident? Yeah, I was doing things around the house instead of you. It's not like I hate doing housework, so I don't mind. But I'm getting tired with all the work I'm expected to do. Ava, why didn't you call me? I would never have made you do everything alone. You've gotten into an accident and injured yourself, Mom. I didn't want to disturb you. I wanted you to focus on recovering. Grandpa's been insisting to call you, but I decided not to. I'm sorry, Mom. Stop apologizing, Ava. I'm disappointed in myself as a parent. I should have realized your situation sooner. I'm sorry, Ava. No, Mom, it's my fault I didn't tell you. And it made me realize how hard it was to complete all these tasks alone. I never knew it was this hard. Thanks for doing everything for us, Mom. Stop, Ava. There's nothing to thank me about. And there's more things to worry about now. I bet you were overwhelmed with all the responsibilities in the house. Great job, Ava. You should be proud of yourself. I just wanted to help you, Mom, but I'm happy to hear that. I'm so proud of you, Ava. You've worked hard. I'm going to call my parents so that you don't have to deal with everything alone, all right? Once they arrive, they'll help you look after the house. take some rest, okay? Okay, Mom. I have something to discuss with Dad. How about we go on a trip with just the two of us after I recover? Ethan, I heard you're on a trip right now. What are you thinking?
I knew you were going to find out sooner or later. When I realized that you've been trying to call me, I had this really bad feeling.
Ethan, are you messing with me? Or are you having so much fun that it made you forget your role as a father? I can't believe you're having fun while you force your daughter to skip school so that she can take care of her grandfather.
Hey, don't be so sensitive. You're making me sound like a horrible dad. That doesn't sound really nice.
You're really horrible, don't you think so? Why are you on a trip? I really don't understand. How can you leave your daughter alone?
You've already made reservations. I thought it was better to go as planned rather than paying for the cancellation fees.
Why would you be worrying about cancellation fees in this situation? There's more things to worry about.
Not just that. My mother's been looking forward to this trip. Won't you feel sorry for her if we cancel the trip?
Feel sorry? I can't believe you just said that. Don't you feel sorry for Ava, who stays at home alone taking care of her grandfather?
Well, I knew it was going to be hard for her doing everything by herself at home, but it's just that, isn't it?
What do you mean? Be careful with what you say, Ethan. I'm on the verge of exploding with anger. Stop making me more angry with all the nonsense you're about to say.
Wow, you sound really scary. What I'm about to say is not something that would anger you. Ava likes to do housework and to take care of her grandfather in the first place, right?
Huh? You think she enjoys doing it?
Yeah. She always does it without asking us. I'm allowing her to do whatever she wants, but you're blaming me for forcing her to do everything. I don't understand why you're so angry at me.
Ethan, didn't I tell you not to anger me with the nonsense you say? Are you aware of what you just said? You're looking down on Ava, you know that. I can't believe you're her father.
Hey, you're being a bit too harsh on me.
Why would I be able to keep my calm after everything you said? Ava's still in middle school. How can you force her to do everything around the house? And you even left her alone at home without a guardian.
She's not alone, Nina. She's with her grandpa at home. I understand that I was irresponsible for asking Ava to do housework. But I don't know why you're angry at me for leaving her at home with grandpa.
Are you serious? I never knew you were so stupid, Ethan. You can't be serious. Tell me it's a joke.
Of course I'm serious. You're being really rude, you know that? My dad might not be able to take care of himself, but he's still a legal guardian.
I was hoping you might have a good reason to justify your actions. I thought you knew better than this, Ethan. I don't think I can bear it with you anymore. Ethan, let's get divorced.
Huh? Why? I might not be the best father nor husband, but isn't getting a divorce too much?
It's definitely a bigger problem than you think. You don't understand how horrible your choices were as a father. Tell me if you really think you deserve to be Ava's father.
I know why you're so angry at me. You're angry because I left Ava at home and made her do housework and take care of grandpa.
Yes, that's the biggest reason. And what else? There should be more reasons why I'm angry at you.
Other reasons? There's none. I reflected on my actions, and I regret being a horrible father. Believe me, Nina. Stop being so sensitive and angry at me without any proper reason.
I have other reasons to be angry at you. You really don't seem to understand what you did to your own father. It's as bad as what you did to Ava.
Huh? Why are you suddenly bringing up my dad in the conversation? We weren't talking about him.
You were the one who said it. You just said your father was a legal guardian.
Yeah, he's an adult. So what?
He's an adult but requires special care to fulfill his basic needs. How can he be a guardian when he himself needs care? You're not making sense, Ethan.
Hey, you're the one insulting my dad. Even if he can't look after himself, he's still a full-grown adult.
You're the one insulting us. What if Ava got into trouble while you were away? Your father won't be able to help her. Were you going to blame him if Ava got into trouble? Guardians are there to look after the children.
I know that he can't move. We all know he's too sick to move. I won't blame Dad, obviously. I think all of us are aware of this.
Yeah, we're all aware. But how about your father? How would he feel about it if Ava gets in trouble while you were away? He's too kind to let it go. He'll definitely blame himself for it.
Well, yeah, that might be true.
What are you gonna do? If your father blames himself, Ava will definitely blame herself for getting into trouble. You know how Ava is, and vice versa.
Vice versa?
What if your father's condition got worse while you were away? We never know what will happen. They might encounter an accident while Ava takes care of her grandfather. Who's going to be to blame if an accident happens? How would Ava feel? Have you considered all of these things when you decided to leave for the trip?
I should have been more considerate. I never imagined the worst case scenarios. Sorry.
Stop apologizing. It won't change anything. You don't deserve to be a father nor a husband. An irresponsible person like you.
Wait, Nina. I've reflected on my actions and I regret leaving Ava. I've learned from my mistakes. We'll be on our way home as soon as possible.
So what? What are you going to do coming back home?
I'll take responsibility for my actions and apologize to Ava and Dad. They might not forgive me, but I'll try to express my apology no matter what they say. So please, Nina, we don't have to get divorced.
Do you really think an apology would solve everything? Life is not that easy, Ethan. If you want to take responsibility for your actions, accept our divorce and get out of my sight. That's the best you can do, Ethan. Ethan and his mother returned from their trip in a hurry, and they repeatedly apologized to all of us. But both me and his father never accepted their apology. In the end, his father decided to get a divorce with his mother as well. Ava didn't seem to lose her calm in front of her dad, but she didn't object when we decided to get a divorce and to part ways. I was given custody of my daughter, and I charged him to pay for compensation money as well as child support. My ex-husband and his mother were soon kicked out of the house because his father was the owner of the house. His father then sold the house and moved into a nursing facility. He seems to be enjoying his life in the new environment. I decided to move back into my parents' house with my daughter, and we're currently living a happy, peaceful life. After my ex-husband and his mother were kicked out of the house, they moved into a cheap apartment and are barely making ends meet. Until Ava grows up, I've decided to make him pay for the child support fees. That's the last thing he can do as her father.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
You are coming home soon, right? Surely you don't plan on staying out all day. I've only gone and made you the mother of all feasts. Chop chop, Benny, it's getting cold. There's no time to waste, sweetie. Take a shortcut, why don't you?
Huh? Why would you cook me a feast? Now, the thought's nice, but it ain't my birthday for months yet, sweet cheeks.
Your birthday? Oh, dear. Sweetie, it's our wedding anniversary today, you dolt.
Huh? It is? I mean, oh yeah, it is. And now that you mention it, it is, ain't it?
Jeez, you forgot, didn't you? I knew it. I must have a sixth sense, because I just knew it.
Oh, come on, you can't seriously expect me to remember things like that.
Things like that? Wow, Benny. At least tell me you're coming home today. Let's enjoy some delicious food together. We worked ourselves to the breaking point this year.
I'll be coming home, but I'm stopping off at my parents' place to grab my mom first. She'll be joining us.
Huh? Your mother? Why?
That's the reaction. Anyone would think you'd be pleased. Don't you like the idea of my mom joining us for dinner or something?
It's not that I don't like it, but where did this come from all of a sudden? She hardly ever comes over. Why would she join us for dinner today of all days, on our anniversary?
You can drop the act, Jill. I know you two have never seen eye to eye. Go on, admit it. You hate her, don't you? You hate my mom. I can tell from the atmosphere whenever you're together. I swear it's so thick that I could cut it with a knife.
Oh no, you didn't. You can't actually be serious now. Me hate her? You've got to be kidding me. You don't have to be a genius to be able to see it's the other way around. No matter which way you look at it, she's had this inexplicable burning hatred for me ever since we met. She doesn't like me one bit, and I have absolutely no idea why.
No idea why. It's because you don't have your shit together, obviously. My mom wanted me to have the perfect wife. It's her mother's instinct. She can't help it.
Oh, really? I don't have my shit together? Well, I'm so sorry I couldn't meet your oh-so-high expectations. I have no idea what your mom could possibly mean by the perfect wife. But you're the one who chose me. Don't forget that, Benny.
My mom said it herself. You're not a suitable pick for me.
She did she? So what? Is there some law that says you have to blindly accept every piece of bile that comes out of her mouth? You're the one who invited me out on our first date. You're the one who asked me to be your girlfriend, and you're the one who asked me to marry you. You, Benny. Or did you forget all of that? If your mom told you the sky was green, would you believe her?
It's only natural I'd respect my mom's judgment. She did give birth to me after all. Besides, she has tons of life experience, which means she's pretty much right about everything all the time. I didn't realize it when I asked you to marry me, but I know now. I should have listened to her from the get-go. She was right. She was right all along. But I let my own dumb feelings get in the way of her good judgment.
You regret marrying me?
I didn't say that.
But that's what you mean, isn't it? Don't you think you might be a little too easily influenced by what your mother tells you? Geez, Benny, I thought you were a grown man. Are you capable of thinking for yourself?
I got no intention of getting into a shit-flinging match with you, Jill. I'm above that kind of immaturity. I want us all to talk about this seriously later on, in person.
Talk about what? Do the two of you want to gang up on me? Lord knows she's been waiting years for the opportunity to insult me directly to my face.
Me, you, and my mom, we're all gonna sit down, have a little chat together.
To think, today was supposed to be our wedding anniversary. I can't think of a more unpleasant way to spend it. What a shame this is. Anyway, is it really so urgent that we have to discuss it today? There is still an entire feast waiting to be eaten here, you know. Just because our marriage is falling apart doesn't mean we have any right to waste good food. What say you we save this discussion of yours for another day and eat with your mom today instead?
I'll be eating at my folks' place before we come, so you can have the feast to yourself. This isn't the time to be celebrating the likes of anniversaries. That's how important this is. We need to talk ASAP.
The likes of anniversaries? Wow. So not only did you forget about what should have been a special occasion for us, now you outright insult it. You know what, Benny? I was trying to extend an olive branch with this feast. We've been fighting a lot lately, and I thought that with some good food and a nice relaxing atmosphere, we might actually be able to get along for a change. I couldn't have been more wrong. Jill, I'll be taking my Benny back home with me where he belongs. We're going to let you be on your own now, so I suggest you use this time wisely and think very carefully about everything we just discussed. Think? I take it you mean about the divorce papers you guys pretty much just threw in my face? You should just be grateful I didn't force you to sign them right then and there, you cheeky little witch. The honest truth is that me and my Benny would hand them in today and never see you again if we could. But, regrettably, if you're not the one who ultimately makes the decision, it could cause us all sorts of legal problems down the line. I would never have guessed in a million years that I'd get a set of divorce papers thrown in my face on our wedding anniversary. You really did take the biscuit with this one, Bessie. This was your idea, wasn't it? Go on, admit it. There's no point in hiding anything now. And why would I? I have nothing to hide. Yes, it's as you say, it was my idea. However, it takes two to tango, dearie. My Benny agreed to it faster than you can say moldy cucumbers. Turns out my instincts hit the bullseye, because my boy got sick of you a long, long time ago. You should have seen the sigh of relief he made when I suggested you and him finally call it a day. You must have known, right? I find it hard to believe the two of you could have lived in the same house for so long, and you be totally clueless to the fact that he doesn't love you anymore. Yeah, I knew. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. I guess I just wanted to believe the Benny I fell in love with was still there somewhere. This is all a bit sudden, so I'm gonna need some time to think about the divorce. You've already had time, Jill. I shouldn't need to say this, but let me remind you, you have no choice in this matter. Don't forget that we could have you forcibly removed from that apartment if we so chose to. The only thing keeping you there is our sympathy and kindness. Hurry up and sign the papers. What's the rush? I'm rushing for the same reason you rip a Band-Aid off quickly instead of dawdling and prolonging the pain. The sooner this is over and done with, the better for all of us. You should be just as eager to get out of this loveless marriage as my son is. Think about it. The sooner you move on, the sooner you can find someone else and start a new life. It's what's best for the both of you. Is that really the only reason? There wouldn't happen to be some other pressing circumstance on your end that demands me and Benny divorce as soon as possible, would there? Quit your baseless speculation, you insolent little wannabe super sleuth. You know nothing. All I want is for my son to be happy and free as soon as possible. Stop clinging on and give up already. It's pathetic. Jill, where are those darn heckin' divorce papers? It's already been 3 days. Already? I think you mean it's still only been 3 days. 3 days should have been more than enough time for you to sign on the dotted line. There's only one way this ends, damn it. Stop living in denial. It's tragic. Why haven't you signed the papers yet? Hurry up and sign. Sign them now. Have you still not let go of my son? It's time to wake up and smell the coffee, because he is so done with you. Nothing you could possibly do will change how my son feels. I haven't let go of Benny? I'm sorry, I don't follow. We're already divorced. What are you talking about? What? Really? Yep, I signed and handed in the divorce papers just like you wanted. Oh, you did? Well, that's fantastic. I'm pleased you finally mustered up the courage to face reality and do the right thing. This means my son is finally free. But if you'd already handed them in, you could have at least told me. Are you with Benny now? Has he been with you at your place these whole 3 days? Yes, it just so happens that he's sat right next to me as we speak. He said he has breathing difficulties when he's with you because you're so suffocating. I see. Would you mind passing him your phone? We need to discuss where we go from here. Ah, that's right, of course. There's still the house and the move to take care of. You do have some loose ends to tie up. Give me a moment, dearie.
It's me. Mom told me you handed in the papers. You took your sweet time letting go of me, didn't you, sweet cheeks?
When will you be coming to collect your things? I want to hurry up and get this apartment sold as soon as possible.
I'll stop by and grab my stuff when you're at work. I think it's for the best that we don't see each other.
Sure thing. So, this really is the end for us. Still, you really were in a rush to get this over and done with, huh? To tell you the truth, it was kinda hard for me to process everything with how quickly you guys sprung it on me out of the blue like that.
I wanted to be free as soon as possible. Life is short and there ain't no time to waste.
Is that so? That's funny. You see, there was me thinking it was because you wanted to remarry as soon as possible.
What are you talking about? That's crazy talk. Like I'd be in a rush to remarry after everything we just went through.
You wanted to get married before she gave birth to the baby, right? I'm sure it would have been worlds of trouble for you to go through a divorce when you had a newborn to think about. Anyway, Benny, enough beating around the bush. Let's hear it. How many months pregnant is your new fiancé exactly?
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
It's fine. You don't have to play dumb with me. I know everything. Your lovely mother found you another candidate for a bride to replace me with, didn't she? I can hardly say I was surprised to find out. That's exactly the kind of thing she'd do.
Wait. How do you... What?
A little birdie told me that she was out on the hunt for a new would-be wife to replace me with. She was asking all of her friends and neighbors if they knew of any young, single, fertile women for a blind date with her hunky stallion of a son. I won't tell you who, but one of your relatives was kind enough to tell me all about her little recruitment drive.
Seriously? Well, this is a new low, even for you. You couldn't handle the fact that I'd had enough of you, so you went sniffing around mine and my mom's private affairs. You're a disgrace.
Hardly. All I did was say my goodbyes to everyone after you threw the divorce papers in my face. I was just being courteous. It was when I did that, one of your relatives told me about what was really going on behind the scenes, totally without any solicitation from me, by the way. It turns out there are some kind people in your family after all. In their words, Bessie's been trying to find Benny a new wife so she can get rid of you.
Oh my god. I can't believe this.
I guess they must have felt sorry for me. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't shocked when I found out, but it did make a hell of a lot of sense. Let's face it, it was pretty weird how desperate you were to get the divorce over with before I even had time to process what was going on. I had a hunch you were up to something fishy, and it turns out I was right.
My mom chose my new fiancé for me. She said me and her are a perfect match, and she's gonna make me happy forever by being the best wife there ever was. You know what? She really is an amazing woman, just like my mom said.
That's great, Benny. I am pleased for you. But you should know this counts as having an affair. Did you actually think you were going to get out of this without paying compensation? Do you think someone as greedy and tight-fisted as you can actually bear to see your wallet take such a massive hit?
You're not as clever as you think, Jill. We were prepared for the possibility of you finding out about my mom's bride hunt. She promised that in the event that you did find out, she'd bear the financial burden. My mom would do anything for me. She's the best.
Really? What a wonderful pair of human beings you are. You're lucky to have each other. Well then, in that case, I won't hold back in demanding as much compensation as humanly possible. Still though, I gotta say, I'm impressed at how quickly you got this new girl pregnant. You move fast.
She's my type in every single way. My mom really does know me better than anyone. I know it sucks to be you, babe, but me and my new girl are gonna live happily ever after.
That's a shame. There was me thinking it was gonna be me and you sharing the rest of our lives together in happiness. I had no idea we'd end up parting ways like this.
You kidding? There's nothing we could possibly share together. Not a thing.
Wow, really? Not a thing, huh? What about my inheritance?
Huh? Inheritance?
Listen, sweetie, I didn't tell you this, but the thing is, a major company bought up most of the land my parents have had on the market for the last few years in one fell swoop, which means that ungodly amounts of money just made their way into their bank account.
Wait, what? Ungodly amounts of money? How much? Just how much money are we talking here, Jill?
According to my mom and dad, more than enough to put them into a top-of-the-range care facility when they get too old to look after themselves. Plus enough to keep a roof over my head for the rest of my life on top of it. Not only that, but apparently they still have some land left. Word is that the price is currently skyrocketing due to a major development project by the local state government. You could say that they hit the jackpot. Needless to say, there'll come a day when I inherit more money than I'd ever know what to do with. Not that that has anything to do with you anymore, of course.
Why didn't you tell me about any of this? This is important, damn it.
How could I? I only found out recently myself.
Recently? So you could have still told me before today then?
To tell you the truth, the plan was to tell you on the night of our wedding anniversary. I thought we could celebrate the good news with some good food and a few drinks, but, well, yeah. I can't say I was much in the mood to discuss any of this after having a set of divorce papers slammed down on the table in front of me and being relentlessly berated by your charming mother.
You should have still told me. Ugh.
And what would you have done if I did? What difference would it have made? Would you have changed your mind about the divorce?
Is what you just said about money true? Is it really? This ain't just some sick joke to mess with me, is it?
Nothing but God's honest truth. You're welcome to ask my mom and dad.
God frickin' damn it. What the hell kind of timing is this?
Right? I was pretty disappointed myself, you know. I was daydreaming about the two of us spending our retirement in comfort and luxury on some remote tropical island, when the reality of you and your mom's insane shenanigans came crashing down and snapped me out of it. I thought we could live out our days in peace, tranquility, and happiness on my inheritance. I had so many ideas, but I know now I was deluding myself. Your mom would never have allowed you to carry on living with me.
My mom?
Yes, your mom. She was hell-bent on having you get rid of me and marry your current fiancé, right? She's wanted nothing more than to see the back of me ever since we first met. I guess it can't be helped.
No, wait, please. Let me speak to my mom. We can solve this. I'll tell her I want to hold off on the wedding.
Are you going to remarry me? But won't your new fiancé be disappointed? I thought you guys were raring to get hitched. How can you nullify the wedding when you've already got her pregnant? She'll be devastated, Benny.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I have a feeling that kid ain't mine.
What do you mean?
Well, let me see. We only did it once. How can she be pregnant from that? Just doesn't happen. Yeah, that's right. It can't be mine. Time to call off the wedding.
Wow.
Don't be coy, Jill. I know you still have the hots for me. If you promise to be a good, loyal wife, play your cards right, you might be in with a shot of resurrecting the flame of our romance from the ashes.
Even if you were down for that, your mom wouldn't be, would she? You'd have to be relentless and stubborn in persuading her. Our happiness would all depend on whether you could persuade your mother to allow it, right?
Hey, sorry I kept you waiting, sweet cheeks. There was a little trouble, but it's official. Me and you are getting married again.
Did your mom finally give us the go-ahead?
No, just forget my mom. What she thinks is irrelevant. Who gives a heck about her meddling?
I somehow doubt it's that simple. She was the ultimate ruling authority in your life until yesterday. You never made a decision without her say-so. What happened?
She was opposed to me and you getting hitched for a second time. She wouldn't understand, so I had no choice but to cut old ties with her once and for all.
You cut ties with your mom?
What choice did I have? She wouldn't listen, and there was no persuading her. You know how stubborn she is.
Are you really that desperate for us to get married again? What about your new fiancé? What does she think about all this?
I broke up with her.
And what did she say to that?
Who cares? Whether she agrees to it or not don't matter. Me and her are done. God, you should have heard her incessant whining when I told her. I got sick of hearing her petty crap, so I slammed the door in her face and left.
Is it any wonder she's upset after you got her pregnant and dumped her?
Who cares? None of that matters, as long as I get my inheritance. All I want is for me and you to live that life of carefree ease, comfort, and luxury you mentioned before, sweet cheeks. Tell you what, I'm heading over to the burger joint right now, but I'll pick up the marriage registration papers on the way back, okay? Get your pen ready, missy, because me and you are going to the Bahamas.
Excuse me? Wait, is my phone bugging out or are you actually this delusional? I won't be signing anything.
What?
Why on God's green earth would I patch things up with you? Have you lost your mind? I only just got my freedom.
What the hell? What are you talking about? This ain't what we discussed, Jill.
What we discussed? And what exactly did we discuss? I never said me and you were getting remarried, Benny. It's not my problem if you took it upon yourself to misunderstand me and throw away your entire life. I can't say I feel sorry for you, but maybe you'll think a little more carefully before making major life decisions in the future. Your judgment was so clouded by the prospect of getting your grubby little mitts on my money that any sense you might have had before completely vanished.
Do you have any idea what I sacrificed for you, you bitch? My mom fainted with shock when I told her I never wanted to see her again.
Wow, did she really? Oh, that must have been quite the sight.
I abandoned my own mother for you, you invictive evil woman. How can you tell me now that you don't want us to get married again? You ruined my life.
Whoa. How about you slow down, bonehead? Bonehead Benny, I like that. Tell me, genius, when exactly did I ask you to cut all ties with your mom for me? Go on, I'm waiting.
Okay, sure, maybe you didn't, but still.
I wonder if the ex-fiancé you tossed by the wayside like a piece of garbage will be filing for child support. You might be the world's biggest scumbag, but that doesn't mean you get to escape from your responsibilities as a dad.
My mom might be willing to pay the compensation, but child support too? I can't do this, no. God damn it, I thought everything would be fine if I could just get my hands on that inheritance. God frickin' darn and blast it.
You really are petty and small-minded. I only told you about the inheritance so you'd regret being such a selfish, spineless moron. I had no idea you'd misunderstand me and dump your new fiancé based on a delusion.
You had better do something about this. You deceived my mom and made her cry, you sicko.
I'm the sicko? There is one of us who needs professional help here, but it isn't me. You're the one who did this by being so irresponsible, Benny. You made your bed, now lie in it. I gotta say, though, I can't actually believe your mom cried. Is it bad that makes me happy?
She didn't just cry, she got admitted to hospital. She said her chest started to hurt while we were arguing. She suffers with chronic heart disease, and the stress of what you did to her must have sent her over the edge, because she collapsed right then and there and had to be carted off in an ambulance.
That sounds awful. But the only one who got your mom carted off to a hospital is you. You went off and did all that crap entirely on your own. It has nothing to do with me, and I accept zero responsibility.
What's your end game, woman? You plan on hogging the inheritance all to yourself?
How can I hog my own inheritance to myself? If I'm the sole legal beneficiary, it literally belongs to me, or at least it will. The future that involved me splitting the money with you disappeared the moment you and your deranged mother slammed those divorce papers in my face.
God damn it. You snake! You bitch! How dare you trick me!
I get you're probably going to struggle with the child support payments to your baby mama, but make sure you don't forget my compensation, okay? If your mom can't help you pay it, then pay it yourself. You can't keep relying on your mommy to wipe your backside for the rest of your life. It's time to grow up.
How am I supposed to get my mom to pay for anything when I cut off ties with her? How am I supposed to mend the relationship after what you did? I never answered back to my mom, even once until you started sticking your nose into our business. I was the model son. I've never seen her so angry in my life.
You know, I think this could turn out to be the perfect chance for you to fly the nest and finally start acting like a grown man. I'm pleased for you. It's about time you gained some independence.
I don't need to fly no goddamn nest.
Geez, Benny, aren't you being a little dramatic? She's your mom. Surely you can make it up to her if you really try. But for me and you, this really is the end. I hope you're happy without me. Within a few weeks, my ex-husband came to owe his jilted ex-fiancée monthly child support payments. Coupled with the compensation he owed me for the affair, the burden was heavy, to say the least. The chances of his mom being capable of keeping up with monthly child support payments until her grandson reaches adulthood are slim. To add insult to injury, last I heard, old Bessie is constantly in and out of hospital with heart problems, exacerbated by the skyrocketing stress levels caused by her son's stupefying irresponsibility. Her health was never great to begin with, but something tells me the emotional shock of her beloved son flipping out at her and kicking her out of his life might have been the final push that sent her over the edge. Last I heard, they did tentatively patch things up, but my sources tell me there's still a hefty amount of discontent bubbling away under the surface. It just goes to show it's easier to destroy a relationship than it is to rebuild. Who knew? Ever since the heart attack, her body's ability to circulate oxygen is weak, and now she's attached to an oxygen tank 24/7. Apparently, it's practically impossible for her to live without the assistance of a carer. Without that, Benny moved in with his aged folks and now works